Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Holy Vision Podcast. This is season 2, episode Milan. What episode is it?
14.
I don't know what sort of 14 that is, but we'll go with that anyway. This is episode 14. Now, as I always say to you guys, that before we go live, right, we always say to Milan, we have to give Milan the information about what episode it is. But I got to give her props this week. This is the first week in about a whole year and a half. She got it right. She got it right this week for the first time. So round of applause to Milan.
Six, this is where we need your DJ set for the
Yeah, all that good stuff. Anyway, we are back. And as always, 2 topics as always. This week's topic, first one is the media taking us away from real life issues? Like, say it again. Is the media taking us away from real life issues? Now, normally I like to give context on the topics. I ain't got no context on that one. That's Carl's one, and Carl's not here. The guy with the dodgy Australian Welsh accent, he's not here today, so there we go. And the second topic is open your child's mail / post. What would you consider to be red flag behaviour? So if you open your child's mail post, what would you consider to be red flag behaviour?
No, that's not it. You got it totally
Let me read it again.
wrong.
Open your child's mail, and what would you consider as red flag behaviour?
Yeah,
Those are 2 separate topics.
They're 2 separate topics.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? Kids can go first on that one as well because I don't know what the context is. Anyway, as always, I'll introduce the team. So we are joined by the Holy Vision Podcast First Lady, Miss Chitty Bang Bang.
Hi guys, I return. I've been away, I've been gone, but I'm back. Namaste.
I'm supposed to do the hands though. Where's the...
Oh, sorry, I was holding stuff. Namaste. Motherfucker.
Gave a 2-week holiday, she forgot what to do. We're also joined by our band to bring her Miss Milan, Miss Millie Rock.
Sticks didn't even start, but she doesn't know what to do. Sticks didn't even unmute himself.
He's not the one. He's not the one to talk.
Didn't even unmute himself, but hi guys. He's here.
You see this? You know when you get under their skin, right? Before they even say hello to everyone, they want to talk about you. Anyway, if you didn't know, remember, she went... Well, don't forget, guys, last year we had a little break. She went away, Her Majesty's facilities. She came back larger on certain parts of the body, as you can see in front of us, all right? And of course, myself, DJ Sticky Fingers.
I'm not even going to say, do you know what? I literally have not missed him whatsoever.
And you know what I loved? That when people was posting him in their stories, the messages that went with it.
His forehead was like the forefront of everything.
Literally.
It was quite bad.
Sticks.
I keep saying to you, right? Remember that song by Soul Solid Crew? It was like, so many haters are talking our fingers. But it's all good. I've got to say evening to everyone that's just joined as well. So I'll be reading the message quickly. So the first one says, I just read that, Chids, because this, as we was going live, these two were still talking, and then that was from PB85. She also says, Jay Mills. DJ Empress says, evening, no, even. DJ Empress says, welcome back, Chids, missed you. Some love heart. She also says, DJ Sticky Fingers, you're the greatest. Big shouts out to Veronica Green. Shouts out to the Alchemist, my guy. Welsh gang, bloop, 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 bloop.
No, you two should never, ever, ever. You and Lamal, never. Wrong.
That's my guy. Right, anyway, so first topic, right, we're talking, is the media taking us away from real life issues? So I said, normally we give context. And Carl Ball, the guy that has a dodgy Australian Welsh accent, who's flipping confused and the confused hairstyle coming from me as well. He's not here to give context on that one. So Chibs, what do you reckon Carl's trying to say on that one?
I'm gonna take a guess on what Carl is trying to say on that one. So I think basically he is saying that, you know how, I'm gonna try and give you like a little example. You know, sometimes, like, say for instance, you might go to work or something and you see someone, instead of people saying, you know, hi, how are you? How are you feeling today? How are the family? Or whatever and stuff. A lot of people will say, oh, did you see such and such last night? And they will literally talk about things like they were there and they're in it and they were so engrossed in whatever that type of media was that it's kind of taking us off topic. You know, when gone are the days where people kind of ask about each other or ask about what's going on, and you find that people have got a lot more to say if they're talking like about a piece of media or like celebrity gossip. For instance, in my workplace recently, it's just been Johnny Depp and versus Amber Heard. That's literally all I've heard. And the way people are talking about it, they have spent so much time invested in this court case. But then I'm not saying that Johnny Depp and Amber Heard are not real people. Of course they are, but they are of celebrity status. And then you've got people who sort of just go under the radar. I actually came across this story about a young boy he'd been killed sort of, I think it was about 8 years ago. It was in North London, and I don't ever remember it having any media attention. I couldn't even recall, like I Googled his name and everything, and I couldn't remember, and I thought, wow, how did he go under the radar? But then people can really, really talk about Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. Do you know what I mean? And then, like, another example, I am going to put this out there because I am throwing things at my workplace right now because it's not a nice place to be in. So, you know, when the Queen was ill, there was one of my work colleagues, she was so upset that the Queen was ill. Heart was broken. I hope she don't die. That was the energy. I recently lost my grandfather. She was having a bad day, had a little bit of a hissy fit in work, and told me that she didn't give a fuck my grandfather had died. But I'm like, but when the Queen was ill, somebody who just doesn't even know that you exist, you cried over it and you were upset over it. But now I'm your colleague and this is happening in real life, like real life right in front of you, but yet you don't give a fuck. I think sometimes people can get so engrossed in the media and the things that are going on in news and, you know, all the celebrity gossip and stuff that we actually forget how to be decent human beings. We can kind of forget what's good and wholesome. Or I also think we kind of lack empathy as well, because it doesn't seem because it's not boosted by social media, or because it's not in the news, or because it's not hot topic. A lot of people don't take any notice of it, and I think that's how a lot of stories and a lot of serious things, or things that actually really matter, I think that's why they go under the radar. It's quite sad, really, isn't it? But yeah, I'm glad I got that bit in by my colleague. I hope she sees this as well on YouTube, you bitch. Go on, carry on.
First of all, there are other places to work as well.
Definitely.
Yes,
written my notice, love.
So we read some messages before I respond to Chid. PD85 says, hey, Alchemist. Alchemist says, yes, Chid, hope you're well. My girl, Erica, would do 100%. PD85 says, they talk about it like they experience these celebrities' lives personally. They actually take it more seriously than their own lives. PD got some love heart emojis to the Alchemist. Pick up yourself. Alchemist says, this is why I don't like people. Or it's why he doesn't like people. Fair enough. So yeah, there's a lot of, in fact, what Chid says, a lot in there as well. And again, I think it comes down to how we consume stuff these days, how we consume music, how we consume media. You know, it's cool to be socially unsociable, as I always say. It's socially unsociable. You don't have to go out and see people anymore. You can it's all online. Just you can be sociable whilst being unsociable. And again, how we consume stuff as well. Like if you look at the news, as you said about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, if something happens, I guarantee you I can go to Twitter and find it first before I find it on the news.
100%.
It's trending before you know it. So there's a lot in there. And again, obviously, stuff with the workplace, that's a whole nother level. That's just next level. So I won't even comment on that. No comment. Millie, Millie with the boob job. What's your views on that? As I said, before Millie talks, right, don't forget, Millie went away for a little while, came back, and had grown.
She grown up.
She's grown.
Wow.
You know, I think she went to Turkey for a little while as well. But anyway, Mills.
I heard you went to Turkey to have your teeth and your hair transplanted. You had your teeth done, and then you need to tell him to bring it a little bit more forward.
On the operating bed. I was a bit scared.
Big up Turkey.
Big up Turkey, innit, Sticks? It was a nice weather out there too.
Sticky nose.
Look, he can't even talk. I'm done.
Don't forget, Mills, it's a wig. It's a wig. Don't forget, it's a wig.
Turkey teeth.
Yeah, it's a wig now because you're waiting for the, you know when it starts coming back and it's all spiky. Where
I can see the lace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Mills, what's your views on this one?
What was the question? Does the media
You see, all of that is the media taking us away from real life issues?
That's what you said. I think it is 100%. Because like I thought the war in it's not even in Serbia, in Ukraine, I thought that was done. Like I thought it was finished. Just to let you guys know, it's not. It's still going on. Didn't know, I thought it finished. Like honestly. Yeah, I feel like a lot of, like our parents' generation and the generation before them, obviously they didn't have like social media, they didn't have smart phones. They did just literally come home from work, eat dinner, like while watching the 6 o'clock news. Do you know what I mean? Your mum, well, not mum, but your grandparent, mum, your grandma. Lord Jesus, Milan, it's been a long day, honestly. Your grandma would go out to the shop and buy a newspaper, in the morning. I don't even know if newspapers are still a thing. I don't know, but she'd buy the newspaper, and they'd sit down, eat breakfast, read it in the morning. Us lot these days, well, I mean, the first thing I get up and do when I'm in the morning, check through Instagram, check through Snapchat, check my WhatsApp messages, check my emails, and do you know what? Then I get up and put on the radio, or I put my own music on. Do you know what I mean? So I don't watch the news ever, ever. I do think some of the things in the news I don't even know if it's important. It just fills the gap. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The world's changed. The world has changed a lot. A lot of things are online. Everything's online now. Do you know what I mean? Even like in the job I work in, people call up and they're like, "Oh, I need like a form." I'm like, "It's online." They're like, "Well, how's my 87-year-old like mum supposed to do that, hun? Get with the times." I don't know. Help her. Do you know what I mean? There's a library if it's still open. I don't even know. Like everything's online now. I can't help that. What do you want me to do? Print it off? No, I don't even know if my office has a printer. I don't even know. I don't know. It has a photocopier. I know that much. And the other day, do you know what I learned how to do? I learned how to scan something to myself. I was like, never done that before. Like you guys have got to remember, right? I went from school to cars and was cars, like radio. Like now I'm an office girl. Yeah, office, and I scanned something to myself. Oh my God! And it just came to like literally. I tapped my card, I scanned it. When I went back to my laptop, it was there in my email already. I was like, oh, that's so amazing. So amazing. But back to topic. The world has just changed like so much. Everything is online. And I don't think people really care. Do you know what I mean? Like, the war that's happening, it's sad, obviously. But it doesn't really affect me. Do you know what I mean? I still do my day-to-day life. Whether I knew about it or not, I'd still be going about my everyday life. Do you know what I mean? But there are, serious topics that just get overlooked and things that... And the media are very good at putting things out that are supposed to be important to hide other things that are going on. And then all of a sudden, there's a new like bill that's being passed. And the rules on like stop and search have changed, and you're like, wait, so when did that happen? When was this bill going through? Like, what? Who said that? But no, the laws have been changed. It's crazy. It's so crazy, but it's sad because we should know what's going on. but I don't think anyone's bothered anymore.
Yeah, there's a lot in there, and I think you're right as well. It's just you're right. So much changes, and you said something will happen, and then next thing you hear about it is like, oh, when did this happen? When did this take place? Like one day we're talking about COVID, the next day we're talking about something else, and then it was like, right, what happened to COVID? Then one day we're talking about Will Smith and Chris Rock. The next day we're talking about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Like, what happened? Just then one day we're talking about actually take a step back. We're talking about Ukraine and Russia. Then something else happened in the media. It was like, oh, we forgot about Ukraine and Russia. Just forgot about it. Is it still happening? Is it still going on? It's
I thought it was in Serbia. It ain't even there. Serbia's fine. They're living good. It was in Ukraine.
It's
exactly.
crazy though. It's like how they pop up with things. Remember, I don't know if anyone remembers. Do you remember during lockdown when, like, for a day, I think it was like 24, not even, it wasn't even 48 hours, probably about 24 hours, they found Madeleine McCann. And then nothing. They literally just threw it out there, just quick. It's like Madeleine McCann. They found her. And then it was gone again. Honestly, they did put that out there. And I was like, whoa, did that just happen? Or I think they're very clever in the way that they put information out there. They can, as quick as it happens, as quick as it can go away. And that's quite dangerous because then it just shows like how our minds are being controlled. And it's not, you'll get a lot of these woke people like the woke community saying, oh, it's because you're not switched on and whatever, and you're being programmed. We're all being programmed, all of us, whether we like it or not. Yet nobody is exempt from being programmed. We're programmed by something, and it's quite a dangerous thing, really.
What's the lady's name? Margaret Thatcher or something?
Yes.
Statue went up, and they done what they did, and I was like, when was we putting up a statue of Margaret Thatcher?
That's what I mean.
Like, what? But it's there, and it's been graffitied on and pulled down and done whatever, but you're like, when was that even going up?
When was it a thing?
Oh, okay. But good to know.
Let me read some of his messages. The Alchemist says, come on, King Sticks. Hold on, let me say that again. The Alchemist said, come on, King Sticks.
He meant to put king. He meant to put king. He didn't mean to put king.
And we said, I think, actually, it might be a typo. Hold on, let me read that again. Hold on. Let me read it again. Come on, King Sticks. Don't let him do you like that. He's talking about you two fool ladies. P85 says, most people will live by what's trending. Everyday people won't pay attention to anything serious until they see a celebrity pay attention to it. Good point. The Alchemist said, also, the world wouldn't know how to survive without mobile phones because everything, read that again, put my teeth back in. The world wouldn't know how to survive without mobile phones because they give you access to everything. That's a very good point.
Wow.
P85 says, well done, Mills, clapping hand emoji, talking about learning how to scan something onto your own email. Yeah. Round of applause there. Also says, so true, Alchemist. Look how it was when WhatsApp went down recently. So sad. Sometimes when WhatsApp goes down, but what kills me the most? Not even when WhatsApp goes down, when Instagram goes down. When IG goes down, I'm like, why is my phone working? And the first thing I do, anytime IG's not working, I go straight to Twitter to see if it's trending. That's the first thing I do.
Twitter's the place,
If it says IG's gone down, I'm like, okay, I'm not worried anymore because Twitter says it. This one says two blonde podcasters, sticky lies. I don't lie about anything. Yeah, exactly.
Wow,
I know, right?
They know
I'm
you
not
well.
lying. I'm not lying. I do lie sometimes. And Alchemist again repeats himself, says King 100. Shout out to Lynn P. 2123. Shout out to the Carball. He's now finally joined us. He's the dodgy guy with dodgy accent. So yeah.
You are alone.
I think
he's got a dodgy accent and dodgy hairstyle. Right, so on to the next topic. Then
Dodgy hairstyle.
It's
So
dodgy hairstyle.
with the lace wig. I
Yeah.
can't.
When this one says, Carl says, love you, Lion Millie. And this one says, for My Little Trouble says, I didn't know they found her, talking about Madeleine McCann. No, have they? Sorry, they did. Yeah.
They just threw it out there and then retracted. Like quickly.
Okay, fair enough. Carl's also saying that says, "Don't make me log in." Now, just so you guys know, you have never come on to here before and ever seen Carl. Carl, as I said, we warn you from now. Dodgy hairstyle. Okay. Do you remember Eminem's like back in the day when he did Stan?
No.
When he did Stan.
No, Sticky. Carl, log in. Carl, please log in and put him in his place.
Imagine that with a dodgy Australian Welsh accent. Just imagine Stan, Eminem with dodgy Welsh Australian accent. Anyway.
Put the shovel down.
Anyway, the second topic is opening your child's mail. So to give some context here, I don't know what the context is. I'm going to try and make up some context. Let's say you have a 13-year-old child. Someone who's just become a teenager. Is it okay to open their mail? Should you be opening their mail? What should you be doing? Now, I'm going to come to you first, Chid. Before we come to you, though, Chids, let's introduce the person that's got the dodgy accent and the dodgy hairstyle.
Clear your throat, Carl. Clear your throat. Please cuss him. Cuss him.
Unmute yourself.
Who should have been here from earlier?
Unmute yourself and cuss him.
Says the Milli Vanilli looking 90s reject who couldn't even sing his own song or dread his own locks. Come back with another one. Come back with another one.
And another one. All up in the video.
Just doesn't work.
And
you're coming like this, coming in strong like this, and we stick. Don't cross a gay. I'll send my Pikachu after you.
Don't cross a gay. Don't cross a gay. I'll send my Pikachu after you.
Good evening, Carl. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Carl. Thanks for joining us.
Good evening, Carlito.
How are you? Chiddy, Millie, how are you?
Better now. Sticky was killing the vibe, but you just brought that back. Sticky had a turkey.
Peely says, taking the piss sticks. DJ is laughing. Peely says, Carl couldn't even wait to unmute himself before he started talking.
He was cussing him. He came in ready. He literally came in piercing Sticky, and I love that.
It was eating the biscuits, and I choked. I was like, "Oh, he's coming for me now." Okay.
Anyway, Carl. I'm going to go to Chids.
Run to the Zoomer.
Exactly. I'm going to run over to Chids. So this second question is, the second topic is open your child's mail. So we'll talk about having a child who's 13. Yeah, so just turned teenager. Should we do a bit younger? Should we do it a little bit younger?
No, do it 13 because I can relate this.
Actually, I'll tell you what. No. Let's go a little bit higher. Let's say 15. Let's go 15. Child is 15.
Cool.
No.
That's fine.
Should you be opening your child's mail at 15?
Okay. Oh, shit.
I want to know from you guys to wait. In fact, Chids, think, hold on, before you even answer, just think about it. Be something just quickly.
Okay.
I'll give you a chance to think, right? My Little Trouble says, yes. What do you mean? Kids lie and hide stuff. If a letter comes, I'm going to open it. But I'm going to say 15. So that's my Little Trouble, 15, right? Alchemist says, just log off sticks. They're killing you. DJ Empress says, can't even grow your own locks. I'm done. Yeah. So guys in the comments, I want to know, said, when they say a child is 15, this is a very key age, year 10. Yeah, 15. Should you be opening their mail?
I think, yeah, because, so, I have a 13-year-old and I 9 times out of 10, I mean, she don't get much mail because she shouldn't be getting mail. So 9 times out of 10, I know where it's from. Sometimes maybe like doctors might send a letter, or you might get that, I don't know, whatever, NHS letter or some bullshit. So the school report and things like that. Yeah, I know what it is, so I'll wait until she's home to open it. But if some miscellaneous letter comes, like with some handwriting on the envelope or whatever, I'm opening that shit. I ain't even steaming that shit open. It's getting ripped open. I don't give a fuck yet. I opened your mail. And what? You're living under my roof. I'm opening your mail. Because you don't know. But the reason why I brought this question into play, this topic into play, was because I've got a friend and she's got a 14-year-old. And that 14-year-old hasn't heard from... So she's in, she was in a partnership with another woman, and they had the child through IVF and stuff. And she's estranged from the other mother. The other mother hasn't been in contact since the child was like 8 or something. But she sent the child a letter. And she said, I'm not going to open it because I don't know who it's from or whatever. I'll just wait until she gets home. But the child opened the letter and was extremely distressed and upset by the letter. And she said, I wish I would have opened it. So that's where that idea kind of came from. So it's like, how do you make the choice as to whether do I open it or do I wait until I'm with them to open it? Because the content could upset them. But then is it a thing where you want to keep that away from them? Or does it give you more time to kind of, at least you know what's in that letter so you can sort of get them ready for the content? So it's a hard one. It's a little catch-22, isn't it? So that's why I wanted to bring this on here. But I'm opening my child's letter. Yes, please believe.
All right, cheers. Before I go to Carl, before I read some messages, I've got 2 things on that, right? So the first thing I was going to say is, with your situation, okay, well, your child's slightly a bit younger, so your child's 13. But that's why I picked 15, because 15 is the age when you think to yourself, things that we were doing or not doing at 15, but our mindsets at 15. That's why I chose that age specifically. But also in the scenario you've given, it's quite a tough one because we don't know what the parent who is in the child's life, let's call that parent number 1, say for example, for argument's sake, what parent number 1 would have on the letter? Because if parent 1 says, I would have taken the letter and shown the child, then straight away, then fair enough. But parent 1 might have seen the letter and not shown the child straight away, and then could have kept the letter from the child. And then one day, the child might have found out, I sent you letters. From parent 2 might say, I tried to get in contact, I'll send you letters. But, then to find out that parent 1 was holding letters because trying to protect the child. But what right did you have to do so? You know what I mean? What right do you have to try to, my parent is trying to get in contact. What right do you have to stop my parent getting in contact with me? So that's why probably challenge is there. So I'm going to come to you in a second. Read some of the messages quickly. This is, I think I read that one already. This one says, what mail are they getting that I don't know about?
Exactly.
Well, again, I'm saying 15 though. So I'm picking 15, year 10, 15. Remember what you were like at 15, guys. This one says that those that should come to you as their guardian, anything being sent to a child should go to you as their parent, I thought. The Alchemist says the only mail they'll be opening is birthday cards. Any money in there is mine. Yeah, I can't even argue with that. Can't even argue with that. See, I want to know, guys, if you got a 15-year-old child, let me know in the comments. 15-year-old child, should you be opening their mail? Carl, coming to you next, because you came in late. I don't know. We started at 9, but again, he was writing a letter to Stan and all that. But anyway, Carl.
I was working. Wind your neck in.
Doesn't like you.
I didn't appreciate being started on as soon as I opened the bloody phone.
Rude, isn't it?
If it's a handwritten letter and you're expecting something to crop up in your life that might bite you in the arse, with a child knowing something, then I feel like you've given yourself a reason to look. Do you know what I mean? But if you've got nothing there to hide and nothing dodgy's being seen on the front of the letter in terms of like, who could this be, then allow them to open it. I feel like it's that trust thing as well. As every child's brought up differently in different scenarios. If there's the trust barrier, I would have said, then allow them to open it. If you're wondering if something's going to bite your kid in the arse and you from your past, then you're going to be more inclined to want to look or something. I don't know. I feel like different parents are very different acting with this sort of child privacy and adult, do you know what I mean? Breaking the boundaries, I ain't having a fucking kids, that. So I'm just going off what I think I would do.
Okay, then with that card in, how would you feel being back to when you were 15 if your relatives opened your post, your mail?
They didn't.
No.
I know they didn't.
No.
I know what you're saying. I'm speaking out loud, Stick. Give me a minute. No, they never did. So I don't... How would I feel? I mean, I don't think it would bother me because I wasn't at that age expecting things, apart from a stupid bank statement that says you've got nothing in there type of thing.
Them that
It's
West
that age.
one, zeros,
It's
zero,
that
zero.
age, isn't it? So I don't think it would bother me.
I used to get pissed off if my mum opened my letters. I'm not going to lie.
I don't
There you
recall
go, you
when I was born. I was born in 1501 BC, babe.
But I'm still
Who
going to
sent
open
the
my
slaves?
child business.
This is one. Alchemist says, seriously, I'll be opening. I agree with you, Chids. Millie, Miss Milan, Miss Millie Rock. Shout out to Brina's 8th baby as well. I don't know if you guys have missed. Yeah. Brina just joined in. Brina was talking about if you've got a 15-year-old child, should you be opening their mail? Miss Milan, Miss Millie Rock, would you be opening your 15-year-old child's post?
I mean, this day and age, no, because I'm going to want to know, and you shouldn't even have it. But if you did, I'm going to want to know your Instagram password, your Snapchat password, your Facebook password. Do you know what I mean? Your Twitter password. I don't really give a shit post because what are you getting a letter for? Again, everything's online. My bank are paperless. Like everything's paperless. Everything's online. So what post is coming to my door? And if it is, it's probably junk mail. Like, I don't care. Have your letter. Like even now, some of my letters go to my mum. I don't even know why. I don't even live there anymore. And my mum has moved house a good couple times. So I don't know whether she's going to all these places like, right, this is my daughter. My daughter still lives with me. But post and call me and go, you got a letter from da-da-da-da-da, and it says and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, okay. Talk about it. Like, oh, okay, then yeah, cool, yeah, just put that. And then when you hang up and you think, how do you know what it says? I got to call her back. Mum, how did you know what my letter says? Oh, I just opened it. I thought, why are you opening my post? And not that anything gets sent to my mum's house that is important, but you know, when you just, why are you open? Just tell me I got post, I'll come and collect it. I probably won't collect it, but just leave a pile sitting there, and when I pass, I'll remember to take it with me. But no, at 15, I won't be opening like my son's post. I'm not.
I think this day and age, anyone that gets posts is worried now, right? Because it is all paperless, like you say.
Shit myself. I'm like,
that's an authority.
Yeah. Oh, people got time to be writing letters and stuff. Yeah, it's important, isn't it?
Open because some debt collectors come in and I'm got, mate. I have to start labeling up mine. Here, you can take that one. Mine. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but no. Apart from that, I'm not bothered. I mean, what posts can you get at 15? From where? From who?
I mean, if it's handwritten
the
sort of one
doctors.
and looks a bit weird, they don't handwrite.
No, but I mean, might be the doctors though. Doctors might be sending, GP might be sending letters.
Yeah.
Would you be concerned if it's GP?
No, why would I be concerned?
They would under 16. It's a care of, isn't it?
Oh, as in like an STD.
Let me say it again. Let me change the scenario, but let me play devil's advocate here slightly. You have a 15-year-old daughter, and the letters come from the GP.
Yeah, true.
Doctor surgery.
That shit can happen.
Would you be opening the post? Guys in the comments, I want to know. You parents are in the comments. 15-year-old daughter, and the letters come from the GP. You know it's a doctor surgery because got the dress on the back. Yeah. Someone saying GP letters go to the guardians. Now, is that the case if you go there saying that you might be pregnant?
No, it's not, because they will address it to you directly. And also as well, I know that one of the I know somebody whose daughter, when she didn't know to go to the gum clinic, and she actually went to her doctors for certain tests and stuff, and the letter went to the house.
Oh, whose name did it go to? The mum?
It went to her. It was her. It was addressed to her.
Okay. I'll use some of the messages quickly. This one says, evening, blah, blah, blah. Hello, Sticky, you're the greatest. Okay, good. This one says, I'm opening my daughter's mail until she moves out. Sorry, any mail that comes, she would need my help with. She's still a child. Okay.
I think 16, you got no business.
This one says, I'm opening it. This one says, definitely opening that. So same with some of the doctors. But then again, Remember, put yourselves back to being 15 years old, being in year 10. If your parents opened your mail, how would you feel about it? This one says, I always open GP letters that are addressed directly to my daughters.
Yeah. It's just mad, isn't it? It's mad. Like, as soon as, like, I remember I had like a letter from the forearm surgery or whatever, and it was to Miss and What the fuck? The doc, even knowing that it could be nothing or whatever, it was literally for her asthma check. But it's just like, why the fuck are you addressing that shit to my child? I'm her mum. And then my mum saying, but she's her own person as well. I don't give a fuck. She ain't her own person until I say she's her own person. She is me. I am she. Do you get me? We are we. It's not a her, me thing. No, daughters. Just take that in for a minute. Are you ready? Daughter. No.
So they're not put care of until they're 16 anymore?
Not always. Which is a bit weird, I think. But I'm opening that shit anyway. It's getting open. Anyway.
You got to think, though, if it was about like a sexual transmitted disease or pregnancy, they probably wouldn't put it to the care of the guardian, because they may not want it could be a termination, for example, as
and
well.
And then when it says confidential and all that, and but I'm opening that shit. I don't care. Confidential what? No.
PD85 says, yes, Chiz, and is laughing. Talking about I am we, she is we is I. Bare bars in that way. Like, even Stormzy was like, rap. You know what I mean? Brina says, sometimes they don't put care of. Yeah, again, that would make sense as well.
Very true.
So what's the general consensus here? Are we opening the mail? We're not. Now I don't know.
Open it up. Letter comes to your door for your child. From the time it's coming through my letterbox where I pay the rent or I pay the mortgage or I pay the bills. I pay everything. I am opening everything that comes through that door.
Let me read this one. I like this one, actually. But this one says, from My Little Trouble. My Little Trouble says, if I can't open it, I would wait until she comes home and we're going to open it together. Either way, I'm going to know.
Facts.
Yes.
Facts.
I like that.
Facts.
I like that. She ain't open it, but we're going to do it together.
I love that.
She, she's, we is together. I see, I like that. The Alchemist says, confidential. I'm getting the sharpest knife and opening that shit.
Let me have a what the fuck? What confidential?
But isn't it an offence, I think, if you open someone else's mail?
Just take me to jail. I don't care.
Okay, Judge Judy. Judge, look, she opened it.
I done business, yeah, I did it. What? I could do with the rest. Lock me up. I don't care. I still opened it.
P85 says she agrees with My Little Trouble. All right, fine. So again, we're going to wait until kids come home. All right, so let me go to the next topic, the final topic. Then,
no,
right?
No. Before we go to the next topic, what would you do, Sid?
Oh, sorry, me, 15-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think I like the idea of My Little Trouble, wait until the child comes home and we open it together. Because if I open it, then it could be nothing, innit? It could be like asthma. It could be an asthma pump. So asthma, whatever it could have been. Something as simple as that. But then she might feel a way that I've opened it, innit? Do you know what I mean? So let's just, we open it together. Or it might not be that we open it together. I might ask later, I saw you got a letter. What did you get? So I might have already seen it.
And I'd be.
Yeah.
Like, I'd leave side and say, you've got post. If I see you acting shifty, like, then I'm going to be. But if you just pick it up and you're gone, cool. Like, later when we're having dinner, like, what was the letter about? Do you know what I mean? Like, I ain't got time to be up in your... I got my own shit to do. Do you know what I mean? up in your...
Oh, look at Carl's display picture.
I'm saying, dear Stan. Petey says, arrest me. The Alchemist says, take me to jail and the letters are coming with me. Oh my goodness.
How about, like, trust? Like, if you can't even trust your child to get posts, like, do you know what I mean? Like, deal with it. Go to the recycling.
I ain't got time for that shit.
The rest of the bins with you. Like, go take it to the recycling. See you later. Do you know what I mean? I'm so chilled as a pet. Like, when you see like me and my kids, wow, I've only got one. Me and my friends out with their kids, like, literally, I'm that one that's on the park bench and my child is in the highest tree and someone's like, oh my God, whose kid is this? I'm like, mine. Why? They're like, I'm not going to like, no, he'll be all right. And then my son's like, oh, cool. I'm like, oh no, don't do that. Actually get down.
Milan's like, mine, why?
No, literally, I remember my son was about 2, maybe, and me and my sister took him to some park, and it was hot, and we had our picnic blanket out, we had all the food, there was obviously drink, and I'm just chilling there, glasses on, hat over my face, yeah, cool. And there was some climbing frame thing, and it was big because it went up like a cone, a triangle, I don't know, and at the top, the tippy tip bit, he was up there with his little self, just up there looking out at the world, and this woman was hysterical, like, oh my god, whose kid is that? So I'm looking around like shit, and someone's going, Dad, whose kid is that? And then when I looked, I was like, he's at the top of a fucking climbing frame, that's where he's supposed to be, it's a climbing. And she was like, no, but it's really high and you're not watching him. And I said, you're watching him, aren't you? Like, why am I know my child, and I know that he won't do anything that he, like, do you know what I mean? If he gets scared to do, won't do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, he knew he could get to the top, and then she literally watched him the whole time, watched him climb all the way back to down. Then she came over to me and was like, oh my god, like, he's really good at holding on, and he was really strong. And I know, it's my
because
fucking...
you frighten them. You can frighten them, and sometimes, you know, in those kind of situations, you've got to leave them and let them do certain things. Otherwise, they'll always be afraid. I can't stand those mothers who are like,
I've got a video of my son at about 10, 11 like months old doing pull-ups on a literally, I'm not even holding him. I'm holding the camera, and he, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I know my kid.
Yeah.
Do you know my
you know what he's capable of, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to all these just get it off my table. Do you know what I mean? It's taking up space.
Right. With regards to the last time, we read some messages quickly. P85 says there are predators out there talking about opening the child's letters. Groomers and nutters not taking any chances.
I have your Instagram and your Snapchat and this password.
Yeah, you've got to have the Instagram and all that.
Exactly. The Alchemist says one thing I'd be pissed with is the what is it? One thing I'd be pissed with is the my mail got opened if locked up. Oh right, let me say that again. I've got what you're trying to say. The one thing that he'll be pissed with is that his own mail would be opened if he got locked up. What do you guys think if it's confidential? Billy Five said, look at these women that have been taking these girls to that cult church, talking about the is it SPAC Nation, I think it is. I did see a couple of videos on that as well. Brina says, we put too much limitations on them. Okay, fine, that's a good point. Or some of us do. My daughter's been testing me with climbing frames madness. Okay, talking about what Bilal was talking about with Mr. M. Again, Mr. M is my guy. But I ignore the butterflies and anxiety and let her be. Okay, fair enough. Right, guys, final topic, right? Which I think we've had before, but we'll go through it again anyway. Thank you, Carl. Thank you for the message, by the way. I love that.
Me too.
What would you consider as red flag behaviour? What would you consider as red flag behaviour? Guys in the comments, let us know. We've got less than 20 minutes to go, by the way. We've got about 15 minutes, right? So the last 15 minutes...
It's literally about anything. It could be relationships, it could be friendships, it can be just in people in general, but what is considered as red flag behaviour?
It's very vague, isn't it? It's vague. It's a very, so broad.
But you can take it wherever you want to. Okay, Siki, let me come to you first.
Why me? So, I'm the host, man. You can't come to me.
No, I can't come to you. You're the host, but I post, yeah? Basically, so... okay, you and your group of friends. What would be going on a night out?
Hold on, wait. Hold on. I think the IG is frozen slightly. IG is frozen.
Okay.
For some reason. No, it's back again. It's back.
The holy singing.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, singing. It was he did the so many haters earlier on. So
yeah, exactly. Go on to hit me with it. Go on, hit me.
Yeah, so if you're say you're out with your group of friends, you're all male. You're out in a bar and whatever, and stuff.
This is a gay night out, isn't it? I tell you, man, what's going on here?
It's not a gay night out. Oh, Carl, he's throwing words again.
Sticky would know. Sticky really would know.
And you're all at a bar, like at the bar trying to get your drinks or whatever, and there's all these girls in front of you and whatever. What would be one thing that one of your friends could do that you would consider as red flag behaviour?
Hear no evil, speak no evil, and nothing they can do.
Look how he just tries to. He's literally an entanglement in himself, because he just does this thing. You do this thing, Sticky, where you don't answer the
Avoid an
damn
answer.
question. You don't even try. And this is why, this is why some people are meant to host and some people are meant to talk. This is why, Sticky, but you, man.
No, it's true. No, it's true. It's not my business. It's not about look.
So if one of your friends did something that was quite inappropriate to one of those girls or whatever, you wouldn't say it.
That's different. Anything that's not, we'll say not anything that's not legal, but if I saw someone try to put like a pill in someone's drink or something, like what I would, you know what I mean? That's beyond red flagging. That's but if you're talking about like, everything's above board, kosher, do it, bad, do your thing. I'll be wingman if you want.
You ain't winging no one. You ain't winging Malaysia Airlines under the sea. You know what fact about?
I'll be wingman. I'm there, man. Moral support. You know what I mean?
He's always wing my waistman wingman. That's what.
Yeah, moral support, mate. So yeah, again, this one's quite broad. So
yeah,
that's
you
your
can
Carl,
go anywhere.
because Carl's always got the mouth in it. Go on, Carl. Coming to you, Stan. What would you say with your Dodge accent is a red flag?
You're a red flag behaviour. You and the 5 heads.
He's a
right
big
now.
red flag. Someone sent this question in actually as well. They sent this topic in. So
what do I think of red? Constant bullshit, lies. You know when you speak to somebody often and you're like, do I believe you? But you don't know. And characters you can't really judge.
That's right.
Shifty people. That's an unhinged one.
Sticky.
Yeah, I mean,
shifty people.
I mean, I can take that. I can take that. But remember, that could be on you though. You're saying you're unsure about them, but they might be genuine. It's just sometimes how they deliver the message.
Yeah, fair.
Up.
What? What does he say? What do you say, Mills?
Shut up is what I said. Why do you always got to flip it round and but what if? Shut up! That was his answer. Shut up!
I love her. I love Milan.
God,
High five, Bill.
Milan, I love you, man. You just tell him like it is, because he always goes round the blood clot mulberry bush and back again.
Trust me, he takes 2 steps forward and it takes 700 back. Like, shut up! Shut up!
Cryptic Sticky.
She hates him.
I know so much. Yeah, there was a red flag, like changes in behaviour. Like, and this is with anyone, like with family, friends, colleagues. When you're just like, why are you all of a sudden acting iffy with me? Like, what is happening? And they're still like, you can see they're still trying to be like that, but it's just different. It's like, well, why? Do you know what I mean? That's a little red flag right there.
Yeah, what the fuck do you know that I don't know?
Or what should I know that you're not telling me?
100.
We got to check. There'll be somebody's messages. Shout out to Chantal Barnes. Chantal Barnes says, anger, temper issues for me. Can't change a tire or handle a situation without losing their shit on the smallest issue. Fair enough. Brina says, short temper, lying, lazy, and unawakened. Ooh, unawakened.
Oh, it's sticky. I'm swear.
The Alchemist says, double standards is a red flag behaviour. Oof. Through and through, boy. PD says, people that know everyone's business, even though they barely know them.
Sticky.
That's not me. I don't know anyone's business. I don't care about anyone's business.
And then lying about not knowing people's business. Red flag right there. Sticky.
Brina says, you've got the squad cussing you, Sticky. But it also says, but you are the greatest, you are my favourite. The Alchemist says, two-faced people with an agenda. Two-faced people with an agenda. DJ Empress says dry elbows. Let me give some context to that, right? So, about a year ago, I think I can tell you exactly when this was actually. September last year, I think it was, right?
Oh, wow.
I was DJing.
Date.
Yeah, September last year, I was DJing at an event. A DJ Empress came. It was like, Sticky, bear in mind, it was at 3 o'clock in the morning, right?
Is this real now?
This is real, seriously.
Okay.
I've said it before. Like 3 o'clock in the morning, I think my set was 3 till 6, I think, or something like that, or might have been 2 till 5, or something late. It was a late set. DJ Empress comes to me and goes, Sticky, why are your elbows so dry? Now, keeping in mind, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was thinking, wait a minute. First of all, my elbows are not dry. Secondly, I got cream right here in my pocket, okay? Let me cream them anyway, just in case. So, yeah, that's why she does that dry elbows. But, yeah, it was at 3 in the morning. I couldn't believe it. But luckily, I had cream. I wasn't with the hand cream, but I put the cocoa butter quick fast, slap, pop.
Oh, leaving a empty toilet roll on the holder when there's a bin next to it, and there should be another one replaced. Red flag. I'm booting you straight out.
Yeah, you got the audacity to do it.
Yeah,
it's sick.
Yeah, that's going. Chiz, what about you? What's the red flags?
Do you know what a red flag is for me? So, you know when somebody like really like talks about someone who's got a lot to say about someone or something, but yet they still entertain it, or they're still like, I don't get that. How the fuck, are you saying this, that, and the other about this person, and they're smiling up in their face and going, oh yeah, no, I can't. And with me, I'm that type of person. I can't like ignore it, so I'll say something. And then they're like, oh, you're always causing trouble. And I'm like, no, but you're lying. I can't cope with people who like, or they get sudden amnesia and cannot remember. But I'm like, but you did that. Like, I got a friend she was a whole hoe. Like, whole hoe. But she's, hoe phase has disappeared from her mind. And she's like, I don't remember those people. I don't know. And I'm like, oh, she'll swear down she doesn't know them. And I'm like, but you banged them. You banged them. And you slept with him. You don't know. Okay, all right then. Yeah, that's a red flag. And it was something else. I forgot. I forgot, and I looked straight forward and just saw Sticky's forehead and just threw me off. Yeah, so that's gone. No, Sticky, I must apologise. Apparently, my mother said I'm not allowed to curse you anymore because you're a really nice guy. I feel sick. But I got told off for cursing you. Sorry. I apologise.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I was going to say, though, you know your friend that you're talking about, right? I mean, can we like get her IG offline afterwards? You can like send it to me directly so I can just see how she's doing. Just want to see how she's doing. Just make sure she's okay.
Want to see how she's doing, of course.
Just make sure she's doing. Yeah, exactly. Chantal Vance is laughing. I think she also says he's the greatest. DJ Empress says it was the first time we met full. Talking about the time we met her in the nightclub. It wasn't the first time either, actually. Thank you very much. The Alchemist says, tiny bit of milk left in the carton in the fridge. So wrong. That drives me insane.
What's wrong with you? Why do people do shit like that? That's weird.
Or go the one forward and leave nothing in there and put the container back in there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah.
My brothers used to do it.
Yeah. Peely says a whole chids.
Oh, she was a oh, like literally. And it's like, oh, I don't remember them. Well, fucking hell. Shit then.
Well, shit then. Chantal Barnes says, absolutely, Chidi. Call it, babe. Call it. Stick it in the forehead. It's a red flag. Shouts out to No Truth Barred podcast joining the building. Shouts out Hoyt.
No.
Happy belated birthday to Hoyt.
No, we ain't big enough. No Truth podcast. You know why? No Truth Barred. He's barred from this podcast because I don't know. Need to go on the post of Sticky's birthday post. Oh my God, the arse licking was real. It was real.
It's one.
It made me feel sick, honestly. So no, Hoyt. No, you're banned.
Happy belated birthday to Hoyt, the No Truth Barred podcast. As always, if you haven't already, make sure you check it out on IG and on YouTube, the No Truth Barred podcast. And as I said, there was an episode of Chidi and the host Hoyt about 4 weeks ago now, Chids. I think I saw. It was about 4 weeks ago. Absolutely wicked episode. So yeah, make sure you check that out, right? So actually, we are talking about we've got about 5 minutes left to go. We're talking about red flags. What would you consider
Give us some red
flag?
flags, guys. Give us
some red flags.
And sticky.
Yeah, there we go. Hoyt says LMAO, laughing my ass off. Hoyt, what do you consider some red flags? I missed one message. Just started listening. What's up? Taurus season still in session. That is right. It's still Taurus season. In fact, no matter when it is, no matter when your birthday is, your birthday could be in flipping July. Your birthday could be born in July. It could be Cancerian, whatever. It's still always Taurus season. Okay? It's
not, because everyone knows Taurians are just boring anyway. Gemini season soon come, and I'm going to be an arsehole for a whole month. I mean, I'm an arsehole most of the time anyway, but I'm going to be a bigger arsehole. I'm going to do everyone's head in. I am going to say what I want to say. You're all going to hate me, and I'm going to love it. Just so
it's going to be a standard month then, basically, yeah?
Basically, yeah.
And a whole hoe.
And a whole hoe.
Not half, whole. When's your birthday? It's coming up soon, right?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Sunday.
Kind of postponed a little bit this year, but yeah, it's still going ahead a little bit. Still going ahead.
Yeah. Chantal Barnes says Gemini soon, Chidi. There we go. Third time lucky. Again, I keep telling you guys, no matter when your birthday is, it's all about Taurus season anyway. So, you know what I mean?
I'd rather read my passport than invest in your Taurus season.
Yeah. Again, I said what I said. Peony says, why July sticks? Again, I mean, it doesn't matter when it is. No Truth Barred podcast says, LML, but red flags about relationships.
Anything.
Question mark. But anything. PD says, leave July alone, and Chantel Barnes is laughing. She also says, Sticky's the greatest. I don't know if I said that earlier. I said it again.
I bet she didn't, because Chantel is a Gemini also as well. And I know she did not say that. I know she didn't.
But you know, Gemini's a two-face, isn't it? So that's probably the face, that's the good face.
No, well, we're two-faced. No, but both. Like, do you know, we are two-faced in a sense where we could be nice or horrible, but even our nice is horrible. So she's cursing you on the nice side of it. She's cursing you up on the bad side of her as well. It comes both ways, Sticky. It goes hand in hand. No one likes you, Sticks. We love you, but we don't like you.
Fair enough. Or your birthday could be in February, like a certain young lady who had, had them done. You know what I mean?
Oh, Millie.
Thanks, you're only jealous because my boobs look better than your hair. It's fine. Because
you know what I mean?
Fake, and everyone still thinks that my boobs are real, so it's fine.
Sticky's is definitely fake. Did anyone, if you haven't seen Sticky, DJ Big Ass at DJ Sticky Fingers with a Z, yeah? If you haven't seen his post on the Whole Division podcast page, please go on there and swipe, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed.
I haven't seen this.
Literally, like, wipes it off and puts it back on.
Yeah, go and have a look. Please look on his post and swipe. If anyone's got like another device in front of them that's spare, go on the Whole Division podcast page, look at DJ Sticky Fingers' birthday post and swipe. That's all I've got to say.
Holding up a wig to the fan. When you watch the whole video, it's because you copied Sticks first. Watch the video.
I remember that video as well. Like that with the fan. No, actually, honestly, don't forget, if you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all right? This message says from Hoyt says, when a friend when a friend you haven't spoken to in years reaches out to you about a business opportunity, they just want you to join a pyramid scheme, defo red flag. Chantal Barnes says, oh my goodness, crying.
No, yeah.
It's crying at you in your late swig.
Maybe. And on that, right, in fact, before we wrap up, because almost that time, we've got like about a minute left. Just so you know, right, anything you hear us talk about, we are only joking, okay? I'm still the greatest, and what have you. And you don't forget to like, share, subscribe, right? And also, don't forget, we're back next week, Wednesday as well. In fact, yeah, we're back next week, Wednesday from 9 o'clock. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. If you have any questions...
You just said in fact for fun.
Because I was going to say something. I thought, actually, no, I'll talk about that next time. Okay. I was going to say now, if you have any questions or topics you want us to discuss, please let us know. Just hit us up on the Instagram page, Whole Division Podcast. Obviously, you know it because you can see it. Let us know, or you hit me up with my DMs. Don't forget, I'm going to find out who the whole is as well. and I'll let you guys know how far I'm able to I'm able to find out. Okay, so hopefully I will report back to you next week, Wednesday at 9 o'clock. All right. So until then, have a good week and see you all soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Oh, I got a